What's good, YouTube? It's a career survived and prophecy, and um, um, I just wanted to talk about a topic that I wanted to get off my chest. Um, it has to do with the you know Brooklyn Nets, and um, I mean I get it. Like the Knicks right now, they're no they're not in position to win anything right now. It looks like the Nets have all the keys to the city, and they're possibly on the horizon to win a championship. Um, but the thing is, as great as Kyrie, as great as Kyrie and KD is, they're both coming back from injuries. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, they automatically gonna be 100%, 1,000% healthy. After all, they are human beings just like us. You know what I'm saying? So, for Nets fans to say, "Oh, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that," like chill out, okay? Y'all haven't been anything, and y'all haven't won anything since y'all moved to Brooklyn. The only thing y'all probably did that was perhaps the only thing y'all probably did was just freaking sell ticket seats and shit like that. That's the only thing, you know. Like once you win the championship, then I'll shut my mouth. But other than that, it's gonna take more than them to actually, take y'all to the championship or to the playoffs. Um, I mean, I think right now, if y'all can add two more, superstars, then okay. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yes, there have been a few superstars. They're actually not superstars. There have been a few teams that actually won championship with just two superstars. You look at the '01 Lakers, when they three-peated, or yeah, when they three-peated, they only had Shaq and Kobe, and they had a lot of great role players around them. They had Fox, they had Hor, I think they had Horace. No, not Horace Grant. They had Derek Fisher. Um, I mean, they just had a lot of great. They had Lamar Odom, so they had a lot of great role players around them, and that's why they won the championship. But obviously, when they went up against um, the Pistons, they got punched in the mouth hard. You know, and that's I think that was the last time we saw the Lakers after they got dismantled. Shaq wanted more money. They wasn't going to pay Shaq all that money, so he bounced. He left. He went to the Heat, and obviously he won the championship there. And you just been bouncing around teams after teams after teams until he finally retired. I think to around 2012 or 11. So and then obviously Kobe went on to win two more championships by himself with just Paul Gasol. Um, but yes, you can win two championship. You can win the championship with just two players, but you're gonna have to have a lot of help on the bench. You know what I'm saying? Role players. You know what I'm saying? Players that know how to do their job right, the right way. But the Nets are not even that. The Nets are not even that far from there. You know. When KD and Kyrie does come back, how many games they're gonna play? Are they gonna be limited? So in the games that they're not playing, it's gonna be hard for them to win up those games, to make up those games because they lost so much playing time and so much chemistry time that they're not gonna be in sync with they're not gonna be in sync with the group. So um like it's going to be a struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying that the Knicks are not gonna go through these struggles because obviously they will. You know what I'm saying? Like we have leverage because we're going to pick in the top five, hopefully. You know, so wherever their record stands right now, I highly doubt that the Cavaliers are gonna get in the top five. I think the Cavaliers are probably gonna pick number six. You know, but I don't know. I don't know where they're gonna put these teams. We all know that the Warriors are locked for that number one spot. You know what I'm saying? So who's gonna be number two, three, four, five, so on and so on. So last year we picked number third and we drafted R.J. Barrett. This time we might pick number second. We might pick number four again. We might pick number five and number five. So we don't necessarily know where the Knicks stand. But as as um as the Brooklyn Nets go, as far as the Brooklyn Nets go, like the Nets did this move because they wanted to outshine the Knicks, right? Like we all know that the Knicks was not going to get those two. Plus, with the talent that we already had, we would have to give some of that talent up just to get those two. Because I don't think Zion alone would have been enough. Obviously, we was not going to trade Zion, but just trading the other pieces that we had, we've learned from our mistakes, right? We did that to Carmelo Anthony when Carmelo Anthony was a free agent. We didn't have to do all that, you know? We could have just waited until his contract was up in the summer and then get him. But no, like we blew our whole assets away for nothing. Yeah, he had a great run with us. I mean, it didn't result as a championship, but at least we got out the first round against Boston, who's been a thorn to our side. You know what I'm saying? We won one game against the Heat, came back and got swept against the Heat. And, when we did get past Boston, we couldn't even get past, the Pacers. So it was like the 90s all over again. You know what I'm saying? Where those three teams were just a thorn in our side, you know. But yeah, it's gonna take a whole lot of just those two, Like if they can convince, um, if they can convince AD, because obviously AD just only signed a 1 year deal, so I don't think he's coming back to the Lakers. I mean, if you look at that roster, top to bottom, that roster is just trash. But again, we've seen LeBron James carry a bad team to the playoffs once before. So if he could do it again, if he could do it this time, he can obviously, pull it off. But I mean, I don't see it. But anyways, the Nets right now, like I said again, man. I mean, how did the Nets? How did how did the Nets make it to the playoffs? We'll never know. But just because they're in that bracket, just because they're in that list doesn't mean they automatically in the playoffs. They still have to play what was it, 22, 21 games? So they have June, July, August, September, October. They have 5 months to get basically they have 5 months to get a winning streak going. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they all gonna start back down to zero or they're just gonna continue with their current record right now. Um, but wherever the Nets are in the standings in the Atlantic Division, they're gonna have to win a lot of games without KD and Kyrie. Now maybe Kyrie can come back and say, "Oh man, the Nets have a chance to make it to the playoffs." Watch, Kyrie's gonna rush his injury back just to make it to the playoffs. Same thing with J.J. Watt. You know what I'm saying? J.J. Watt did it. J.J. Watt was out for the whole entire year. Soon as the Texans made the playoffs, guess who was back? Hey, now did he make an impact? He tried, but obviously it wasn't enough in the second round. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Maybe Kyrie might probably sit out this one. You know what I'm saying? We're never gonna go far. So but like I said again, this is my opinion. You know, with KD and Kyrie, it's not gonna get it done. You know, it's not gonna get it done. You know who's the free agents next year? Anthony Davis, Greek Freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Blake Griffin, Anthony Davis. Those are just the top four free agencies. That's free agents next year. I mean, those are the top players that's free agency next year, right? Now maybe the Nets can throw some money at these players. You know what I'm saying? That's well past their prime. All of them are past their prime. Instead of just building through the draft, like how some of these NFL players or NFL teams do it. The NBA, I mean the Nets don't really necessarily go that route. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not gonna draft a rookie and then groom them. That's not how they do it. What they do is they throw a lot of money at old broken down players with injury problems and they expect them to carry that team. Which obviously it never worked because in 2014 they tried it. They brung Williams, they brung Joe Johnson, they brung Wallace, they brung Jared Wallace, they brung Paul Pierce, and they brung Kevin Garnett, and then they brung Jason Terry. Obviously, they got past the first round. I mean, they got past the first round, but they didn't get past the second round. You know what I'm saying? So, and when they did it again, you know what I'm saying? The first time they did it, it was just them four. It was Joe Johnson, Williams, Gerald Wallace, and Brooke Lopez, right? And then when they did it the second time, they still had that core intact. They just added KD. They just added Kevin Durant, KG, and Paul Pierce and Jason Terry, and they still couldn't get it done. And then years before that, they added D'Lo. Obviously, they made the playoffs, but they didn't get far. So you see the pattern that the Nets, you know, you see the pattern that the Nets operate in, right? Like they always do this. They always do this. Like their best player right now is Allen. You know what I'm saying? Like that's their best player right now, Allen. So whatever asset they have to give up to get one of those players that I just said that's becoming free agents, they're gonna do it because right now the window is wide open. The East is wide open, so why not, right? So I mean, that was just my one. That was just my two piece on, you know, the Nets. Now, obviously, they may not even make it. Like I said again, they may not even make it. You know what I'm saying? The when I saw the teams that was on that that bulletin board, I was like, okay, so you have 13 in the West and then 9 in the East. Okay, and when I was looking down, I saw the Heat, Magic. da, 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 da. And then obviously I said the Nets, and I said like the Nets, like I know that the Nets had a better record than us. I'm not gonna front that. You know what I'm saying? The Nets had a pretty good record than us. Has had a better record than us, obviously. Um, but the Magic had a better record. You know what I'm saying? The Kings had a better record. They were playing great. You know what I'm saying? So the Pelicans, I don't even think the Pelicans made it neither. So I mean, it is what it is, though. But like I said, they're not gonna get far. They're not gonna get far this year. They're not gonna get far next year. You know what I'm saying? The Nets. I mean, KD and Kyrie did this because they wanted somewhere to shine. You know what I'm saying? Like the biggest market, the biggest stage. You know what I'm saying? Like what place is bigger than New York City? You know what I'm saying? So, um, and they still going in there without no help. They have no help whatsoever. They have no help whatsoever. So, but I mean, I just hate the Nets as a passion. I mean, I've been hating the Nets when it was New Jersey, so this is not nothing new. For the people that don't know me, yes, I am a Knicks fan, but I hated the Nets. Like I wanted the Knicks to have, the city all by themselves, but obviously it wasn't really good because they were just losing and they were just not playing bad. They was just not playing well, period. So, if one team is struggling to put up, wins and making it to the playoffs, then they're gonna have to find another alternative, and that was our alternative. Add another New York team. Should have added three, but obviously, I mean, just two made so much sense because it was just two cities. I mean, it was just two cities, not two cities, but it was just two teams going at it. You know what I'm saying? So, um, you know, and the Nets really haven't had that much success when they moved down here. You know, I mean, the players that I just told you that they assembled didn't really do nothing. You know what I'm saying? The year after that, or probably 2 years after that, they signed, the players that I told you they signed, they got past the first round, they still haven't done nothing. They had D'Lo, they still haven't done nothing. So what makes you think KD and Kyrie is going to change the landscape? Number one, they both coming back from injury, right? Number two, we don't know how long, we don't know how long they're gonna play because they're obviously coming back from injury and you don't want to watch that and then they get re-injured again. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna miss a lot of playing time, you know what I'm saying, to manage their minutes. You know what I'm saying? Um, number three, they don't have no bench. Sorry, they don't have no bench. Their bench is just ass. You know what I'm saying? Like if they had like a 6 man coming off their bench, then okay, I get it. But they don't really necessarily have nobody. You know what I'm saying? But I probably think their starting five is Dinwiddie. I think, Kyrie can play the two. Uh, you know, like who's I mean, I don't know. I just know that they have a few players on offense. They have, Harris, they have Dinwiddie, they have Allen, they have KD and Kyrie. And then the bench, they just have because bench is key. You know what I'm saying? Like the bench is key for any team. The bench is like special teams in football. It's important. You know, we may not think it's fancy, but that's where you make your mark. You know what I'm saying? If you can be a great special teams, that's gonna bump you up even further. Now I'm not comparing those two together, but the bench, when your starting five is fatigued and tired, your bench comes in, so it can, take the load off for them, you know. But when your bench is averaging 12 and 11 and 10, that's not good. Your bench should be averaging 20, 30, 40 points, or just 20 and 30. 20 and 30 is pretty good. It's basically 50 points. So if your bench can obviously produce that, then you good. And then plus you got your starting five, you're good. You know what I'm saying? But if your bench is just scoring 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 points, that's bad, you know? So I'm not saying that the Knicks bench are better, but we do have some guys that's coming off the bench that's producing. You know what I'm saying? We have Kevin Knox that's coming off the bench. We have Frank that's coming off the bench. We have Dennis Smith Jr. that's coming off the bench. We got Wellington. You know what I'm saying? So we have pieces that can obviously contribute when the starting five is, obviously tired. We just need a second backup center. You know what I'm saying? That's all we need. I mean, obviously, yeah, we got Portis, but Portis is not even old. I think he's like, what, 24? 23, 24 years old. So he's not even that old, but and then plus we got Taj Gibson. So we got depth in almost every position. You know. The only thing we lacking is we need like a true point guard. But other than that, we're pretty good in every position. So I mean that's all I have to say. I mean I can't wait like I'm saying I'm so ecstatic. I'm so happy that the NBA is back. You know what I'm saying? That I can possibly watch a lot of basketball now. Um, so that'll be great. That'll be great. Because I don't necessarily follow baseball, and obviously, I'm pretty much done with football. So uh, so basketball is the only thing I got right now. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I sometimes do watch football and betting reasons. You know what I'm saying? Because I have DraftKings and FanDuel, so sometimes I might like they do these DraftKings live videos, DraftKings live streams on YouTube, so you can obviously see what your team is doing, and it starts right now. So it's like 12. It's like 12:04. So I think it's the Ravens versus the I forgot what team they're oh the Ravens versus the Falcons. So hopefully Lamar Jackson can go off in this game. It can win me some money. So like if y'all have DraftKings, what I'm saying, like y'all can add me. We could play together and stuff like that. When the season starts, obviously. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. I mean, right now I got like 20. I probably got like $21 right now in my DraftKings account. So when the season does start, I'm pretty much set. All I gotta do is just play my cards right, and hopefully I can win big, even bigger. But if y'all want to join my DraftKings, yeah, I can. I'll probably put I'll probably put the description box down below if y'all can follow me. But yeah, so take care of yourself and each other. Don't forget to hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and yeah.